All right, what is growing on? Just wrapping up this epic job here in Hastings. It's been a 8-day project for us. We're on the final day here. Got the old Kubota up on the trailer, locked down, ready to head home. When I made the video here last time, there was a bunch of magnolias out in the front that were doing really bad, kind of in poor shape. Those have been exchanged out for graceful bamboo. We've got some Arbequina olives framing that driveway on either side, and let's step into the yard and see what the boys got done here. Like I said, this has been an 8-day project for us and a super fun one. Lots of dirt got moved here, about 220 yards of fill dirt. I don't even know how many yards of mulch, probably 150 or so. And we've got these olives up really high and some thick beds of mulch. We've got a little island here of graceful bamboo, leaving an access point so the client can get his 48-inch mower in there. Also want to keep this bamboo away from those power lines, really thinking about what's going to happen here in the long term. Even though this is a very upright variety, we want to think about it when it starts to grow in. Clients here are already talking about putting a big tropical greenhouse here in the front yard. Going to match that greenhouse over there if they do it. So not some kind of regular cheesy greenhouse. It will have to match the aesthetic here of the landscape and the home if that ends up happening. We ended up putting all of these trees on big, we'll say, mounds, and check out the job these guys did. These mounds are all in perfectly row. It's like waves through the front yard. You know, our peaches are on mounds, our figs are on mounds, avocados, of course, are on mounds, guava, lychee. I do believe we've got longans here, loquats here. I don't think we did any mangoes, though, just because we are in Hastings, guys. We are west of 95. This is a site that can have frost. I mean, even though I'm so close to the coast, I am further north. I'm, east of Gainesville, basically, on the other coast. For those that don't know the area, looks like they did a little mulch banana bed over there. Pretty cool. I didn't even know that was going down. Another one over there got some mulch. There's the last of our fill dirt. And we've got the quats on the driveway in with the aesthetic appeal. Those are evergreen trees. They're going to look good all year long. All kinds of different varieties as you're coming in down the driveway. Step it into the next one. We've got lychee. What do I see over there? Persimmon. So a lot of cold, hardy, temperate trees here. We didn't really push the edge with anything. Lychees and longans can take a little bit more cold than mangoes can take. All these rows are kind of on contour as far as the contour of the driveway, not the natural contour of the landscape, because this is a very flat site, very wet site. That's why we've got these big, tall, like Indian mounds, we'll call them. And guys, this might be the last time you see this trailer. This one's getting ready to go into retirement. We're going to build out the other trailer I have and going to pretty much stick this one up as a billboard at the store. Hey, what are you doing? You hiding from me over there? What are you doing? Oh, he ain't coming out to talk today, is he? Uh-oh, it's just Mr. Cisco. All right. Yeah, you heard me. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, dude. What kind of fruit tree is this?
Huh?
What is this?
Pointing at this one?
Yeah, this one right here. What do we got?
Mulberry.
Okay, you got it. You got it. We got some mulberries. What's this one?
Mulberry.
Okay, I got 2 in a row. What are you planting? I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh no, these little ones.
You're getting better. You're getting better.
Patuk.
Katuk, edible leaf hibiscus, couple
Oh,
lemongrass.
okay.
Little last minutes. Hey, good job. Keep up the good work. You're gonna go home and pound dirt now. This guy pounds dirt 7 days a week. He don't play. Big island behind the house. This was all raised up. How much did we raise this up? Cisco, 12 inches? At least? At least 12 inches. This is one of the wetter parts of the site. Guys ended up doing a big berm over here along the edge. The idea being as that water sheet flows across here, it's going to not go into the bed and just go right into the swampy area, kind of the wood zone over here on the side. Lots of fakahatchee grass, different gingers in here, a couple japoticabos, some taro. Like I said, a raised up island though. This was a really wet zone. Clients already have a really cool little veggie garden over here, really cool chicken coop, and as you saw from the other side, more veggie beds, and then the greenhouse over there. So this island's right outside the back door, and all that water used to come through here, and they said it would cut through right behind the pool. So we really raised it up with a bunch of the fill dirt so it'll come down along this edge. And I don't know how well the camera shows it, but the berm here is about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches higher than the rest of the bed. We're hoping that that water just goes right into there, which when you look at it from over here, you can definitely tell it kind of pitches down this way and should go out that way. So talked about in the first video, they've already got a starter food forest here. They've got bees here. We put all the grass in the backyard to break down. Long-term goal, maybe making another berm here on the next phase. Another berm over where the truck is on the next phase, and kind of expanding upon this food forest as they have success. But fakahatchee grass for days. A lot of these were just small 1 gallons. Had a hard time finding big plants for this one. So that is a wrap. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. Every single bed gets a little bit longer as we get down to the end, with this one being the longest bed. Let's go see what Mr. Ryan has to say about this project. Oh. Hey. Hey, can I get a what's growing on?
What's growing on?
So what was the funnest part about this one?
Huckleberries.
Well, we're not talking about what's in the woods.
Mango.
Mango?
It's all about the mango.
Is there mangoes here?
Mangoes.
You guys planting mangoes? I didn't see any mangoes out there.
Carry up front.
You got one?
One carry.
One and only? Okay.
He's got 3 pickering in pots.
Okay. I say you moved some dirt here, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit of mulch? Okay. Nobody tapped out? Everybody made it?
Everybody made it.
Okay, that's all that counts.
Clients are awesome.
On to the next one?
On to the next one.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Oh, he's getting the final plants in right now. Couple passion vines, still gonna go on some cattle panels over on the other side of the house. We got bananas on the end of every row.
First 4.
First 4 got bananas. Got some more mulberries. This place is gonna be dripping, huh? Last 5, 3 katuk, 2 more edible leaf hibiscus, some more mulberries. What is this? Is this the mango? Oh. They said closest to the entry over by the lychee and longan on the end row. So that must have been a mango down there on the end. We ripped out those palm trees that were in either island here and in the backyard, replaced those with some vitex, took all the rock out, mulched them in pretty heavily. We ended up bringing some more plants from over there in front of the greenhouse. We basically just have another vitex with some Turk's cap hibiscus and salvias. So fun project, guys. This isn't going to be a very long video. I got to get back home. It is Friday night. Probably be getting in about 6:30 tonight. Long drive ahead of me, about 2.5, 3 hours hauling the machine. Trying to get back on this video thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun project. The next project I'm doing is a really cool windbreak in Tampa along a highway. I really want to highlight that one for you. Then after that, I think we're heading back to the East Coast for the next 2 jobs. So lots of stuff on the East Coast this year and not the West Coast like I'm typically doing going in spring into summer, but lots of fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Pound that bell to stay notified. Most importantly, it's 2025. If you're not growing a garden, if you don't have a food forest, you're slacking. Get out there and pound some dirt.